Hi everyone. The new moon in Capricorn is today in about 2 hours, and I couldn't sleep until the early morning yesterday, and I started doing these 1 second a day videos. I want to try accomplishing that. I got the app yesterday, and I just wanted to share what I wrote at like 3:44 a.m. and then I also woke up early and then fell back asleep, and I had this like prophetic dream, and I wanted to share that too. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. 3:44 a.m. I was up planning my month and a week, and then I read a bit of Johnny Sun's new book, which I absolutely love. I was about to close my window I opened a bit earlier and saw that it is snowing outside. I wanted to take this video with my window still open so I can hear the snowfall. I'm still contemplating whether or not I should keep it closed or open when I soon go to bed. One option is the better, healthier option. The other option is a fun option. Thinking about the scenery behind my window reminds me of summer nights when the sky is a beautiful orange and blue and I'm relying on the breeze to cool down my body in bed. It reminds me of summer 2020 or 2019. I think it was 2019 when I decided to watch all the Ghibli movies at night. Oh, hi, Binu. Hi, Binu. Hi, Binu. One that I particularly enjoyed was Whisper of the Heart, because who doesn't want a cute secret crush who reads all the books you read from the library? I related to the main character's stubbornness and romanticism. I loved the scenery and the music to accompany. My summer nights aren't and have never been full of morning bike rides to watch the sun rise and going to a crush's house to let them talk about their passion, but sometimes I wish that was my life. I'm always inspired by the scenery in movies and in front of me, and surprisingly, it's only when I'm here in my hometown. Is it escapism? Is it a longing, a call that I should be someplace else? Just looking out the window at the snow falling, the snow on the trees, the Christmas lights, reminds me of somewhere I've lived in a past life, perhaps, or a place I've yet to live in or visit that amplify what I'm seeing out my window. When I tell others about my dreams of living abroad and traveling all over, I feel like they don't believe me, like they don't feel the urge I feel. And for some reason, I really want them to. I hope it happens one day. I hope to travel a lot and see more scenery. Maybe I'll find out that the magic really waited for me all along, outside of where I'm born. Or maybe I'll find out that the magic exists within me, and that whenever I notice something particularly beautiful about scenery, it's because I'm happy. That was nice, right? Hi, Beanu. Oh, Timo. Oh, no. You like my voice, Beanu? Okay, so I want to share the dream that I had this morning. It's kind of a lot, so I hope my phone will survive. It's at 7%. Well, actually, it's not a lot. Okay. So, There's some parts of the dream that I'm not gonna share because they're kind of personal. But yeah, I won't share some parts. So something happens that is triggering in the dream. And then I was running as fast as I could. And then the next scene in the dream, I'm at an event and I'm with people that I recognize from my past. High school friends, elementary school friends. Everyone else seems to have fun hanging out, then there's me. It's weird though, because in this rather cheery event of selling jams, and honestly it kind of looked like a farmer's market, and then we were just under a tent, people watching. A man walks by what isn't sold at the farmer's market and shoots everything with a handgun. I know it doesn't really make sense, but that's what dreams are. While everyone is focused on socializing, I'm looking at the man shoot everything. So in this dream, the person who's like the main character aside from me, the one who's telling me like important messages is one of my childhood friends that I'm still friends with, probably like my longest childhood friend other than like, cousins, quote unquote cousins. So I have their name down here, but I'll just say my friend. So my friend asks me about a project I apparently said we would work on. It's August in the dream. She asked when I would like to launch it. I said, judging by what I'll be busy with, and I'm like thinking school, or work. So judging by what I'll be busy with after 4 months. And then she says, really? As in like, she knows that I'm procrastinating. And then she asks, do you really want to do this? And I say, yes. Okay, I guess if I wrote shorter things, we can launch it at the end of September, and you'll probably be busy with that, whatever you're doing too. I just don't know what to write. Everything is gray and dark and brown in this world, in this dream world. We are sitting on a bed in this scene and looking at the window, showing lightning and rain. It's dark out. And then my friend asked me, what would you say to like the scenery we're looking at? And I said something like, I've only been focused on the mourning, the grieving, the closures. And she asks, and what happens after? And what happens after? I say, I guess the sun comes out. And then she asks, what do you want there to come after? I pause and don't reply. Instead, I say, are long essays okay? I guess I could write those instead of poems. And she said, it doesn't matter as long as you're putting something out there. I know it doesn't come off as a lot, like now that I'm reading out loud, but I really felt like I woke up with a lot of overwhelming emotions, and I have some stuff written here too that I'll share. So after writing that recap of the dream, I write, I've lost a lot and mourned a lot, mostly just parts of me, but also mourning my grandpa and other people I barely know, like actors from Harry Potter or strangers who lost to COVID. Being surrounded by old friends in that dream, people I don't talk to anymore, who I've drifted away from for whatever reason, I felt very lonely And it reminded me of this feeling deep inside that asks, will it always be this way? Will I always feel lonely around big groups of people? Will my communities never fulfill me and understand me and connect with me in a way that satisfies me? I think about that a lot, yet I don't at the same time. I have not had this friend pop up in my dreams to deliver me messages in a very long time. To have a childhood friend who I've known the longest tell me that it doesn't matter how I share my art, myself, as long as I'm doing something, it means the world. And to have her specifically ask me what happens after I get so used to the rain, so used to feeling the darkness, being with it like a friend, because I'm not scared of darkness, I'm just so used to it. That's so sad. There is still light and hope. Other people can see it and feel it. What makes me think it isn't also possible for me? I choose to take the steps to slowly open the windows and uncover what is waiting for me. I love you. I love the friends that are still here. I'm thankful for the ones that were. I hope you're happy. Now I also want to meet mine. And I also forgot to mention, at the end of the dream, I go into this girl's room and the thunder is louder and actually lights up the room. She has drawings on the wall and photographs, and I didn't actually recognize who this was. And I know that we only see people we've seen in real life in our dreams, but like I didn't recognize this girl as someone I know personally. And she comes in the room and I ask, what is this? About like her drawings. And she starts explaining to me. And I got teary-eyed. I feel like that was a perfect recap of what the past 2 years have been like, especially, but also the past few years. Yeah, it's really hard to explain because it's just like, it summed it up so well. One second, I'm just gonna leave my cat out the room. There's a lot of themes that this dream in particular touched on, but I think today I'm just gonna relate it to my birthday and what it means for me to commit to things, and especially to commit to things that are important to me. So the new moon is today, and I was looking at the astrology and I was like, it's a good day for me personally to launch something, which is what I'm planning to do. Yeah, but I am someone who overthinks a lot. I overthink myself out of things that I actually want to do, and posting videos, trying this new video format out to share my writing, because I had a blog for a while I wanted to do for a really long time, and I just couldn't, like, I just kept putting it aside. And this is something that's really important to me, but I don't think it's like the material, like the actual act of posting videos and putting them online. I think it's the discipline and the fact that I have had trouble disciplining myself makes me wonder, like, am I important to myself because I keep slacking off? Like, what does this say about me? I didn't actually have a lot of prophetic dreams during my 12th house year. I think it's because I brought everything out to the forefront. I brought everything up to the surface. So I was like constantly doing the work. And I feel very proud of myself because I did all the 12th house things. I started off the year with like canceling literally like January 1st or something. I mean, probably not the day, but just really close to the start of the new year. And I didn't really get a chance to like thank myself and, you know, just sit in the pride of how gracefully I took this year. I'm very proud of myself. It is still hard because COVID is still here. I was so excited to see my friends who I have not seen for a long time. And then the cases got, you know, there was a surge in cases because of this stinking Omicron variant. So like can't see them anymore and probably have to wait like a few months again. I'm crying because I'm really happy. I'm really proud of who I've become. I've also placed really important boundaries during my 12th house year, and it was really hard. I've said this before during the 12th house year, but it felt like I had no sense of identity. So I had like no self-esteem like half the year, and like I couldn't deal with like people wanting to be friends with me, like new people wanting to be friends with me, because I was like, I don't know what I can offer people. Like, I'm working on myself so much. And I think just to add in a little astrology, for people with Saturn in the 12th house, Saturn in the first, Saturn conjunct the ascendant, I think it makes sense that they can be so dedicated to doing the work. That dream really just told me, like, please thank yourself, and every once in a while just like live in the moment and dream a little bit too, because you see it happening for others, it can happen for you too. Anyways, there's much more emotions that like I'm quite overwhelmed right now, but I'm so happy that I'm doing this. I'm happy that I had someone that I really, you know, love and trust tell me that in my dream, because I don't know who else could have said it. So anyways, I don't know what this channel is gonna be about. Get me a mess. I don't know what this channel is gonna be about. Honestly, I'm just gonna post whatever the hell I want. Like I do love astrology. I want to share more vlogs like these, writing, just anything. It's gonna be there. I want to look back and see myself grow, because I feel like I'm in a really pivotal growth period. Like I'm almost 24. I'm almost in that first House Profection year, so I'm really excited. I'm crying because of happiness. I've mourned a lot, and I feel like I've done enough. I've been doing it. I've been moving on. I've been doing my very best, and I'm so proud of myself. Anyways, I love you. Take care. I love you. I love you. Actually, no, I had an ending thing. Sorry, there's like snot, like, anyways, coming down my nose. My ending is gonna be love you, love me. and I'm only gonna explain it this time. Of course I mean it to people who watch this, but it's actually was created towards myself. Me saying it to me. Love you. Love me. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, I thought it was great thing. I thought it was a good, clever thing. So, anyways. First video and I'm crying. I cry a lot, so it's okay. This is a safe space. Okay, bye. Happy new moon. Happy Capricorn season.